Bonjour, it's Théo. Today we are with Nirina.
Hi.
We shot a video together in a brunch. It's gonna be out in the next few days, but I wanted to do this Spill the French Tea with you. If you don't know, the Spill the French Tea is a series that I do every Sunday when I want to talk about French culture, French people, and all the drama around it. And after talking about the political context of France last week, and you loved this video, I wanted to talk about this subject, like should influencers speak about politics, talk about like the big subject, the big issues in the world? Is it something that we should do? Or maybe we are not like the good people to do that? It's a good debate we can have together. So in today's video, I want to open this conversation to see if we as influencers, but also the other influencers, are good person to talk about this type of subject. To give you some context, last week I made a video about the politics to kind of educate the people about what is happening. Like,
Give some context.
yeah, give some context because we have some elections for the legislative, which is like the law people that are voting the laws will be elected soon, and it was a big important moment in France, and maybe many people were not really aware of what is happening, and so many comments, also many people in my newsletter were telling that it was really helpful for them, and I think that I would love to talk more about the news and about what is happening in France. And if I'm making this video with you, Nirina, it's because you talk about politics on social media. You're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube really soon, I hope. Really soon, I hope. And you made a video a few years ago on YouTube at that time, talking about politics, and you get a lot of harassment from that. How did you handle it, and what was the risk of you to speak about an important like social subject?
Yeah, so in 2021, I made a video about the theory of the Great Replacement. It's a theory that's basically, in the French context, that says that the white will disappear and there will be only black and Arab and other people. I demonstrated that it was a racist and a fake theory.
That is scientifically failed. Like
it's wrong. It's
you,
just wrong.
you made a video that was not even just a political opinion. It was like a
It's
real.
like an essay.
It was an essay with research.
I said that it was fake. You can check it out if you
Yes.
want, but it's in French. And I got harassed. I got harassed by the far right, and it was a very violent harassment. Like I got threat, but like all kind of threat. And I was only 21, and people that harassed me, it was people that were 30, 40, 50, 60, and it was
Sometimes like real adult with a family, with a job, with many things to do instead of bullying a young girl online.
Yeah, like for example, there was a guy, he was 40, he had a wife, he had a kid. He made a 3 video of 40 minutes about me. So when you speak out, you must be aware that there is a huge risk.
That's scary, really scary. I think it's important to share this point of view also because many people are urging everyone, pushing everyone to speak out all the time about big subjects. Like a lot of people that are in political parties or talking about politics on social media, they want the celebrities to speak out, but there is a risk that they won't have the good words to do that. Like they won't have the good words to talk about an important subject. Sometimes they won't have the words, so they can be not the good person to talk about that. And sometimes they will also get harassed. When you speak about an important subject, you will have many people that are against you. And if you are not ready, like personally, you will leave it really badly. Like it can be really dangerous for you.
Like I was very sad for like maybe for 6 months, 1 year.
Yeah.
I was really sad. It's violent, you know? Like you're harassed by people much older than you. And you're harassed in a misogynistic way, in a racist way.
Sometimes we are pushing people that are not that much famous or they are not that much rich to talk about subject, even if they couldn't handle the harassment, like personally. Like they are real people. They also have sometimes personal issues, mental issues, and they are not ready to speak about this type of subject. And we are just pushing everyone to talk, and we are just harassing sometimes people to talk about the subject that will make them get bullied after that. So just harassment creating harassment. And I think that what was happening like with the election and even before in the Middle East, in many other places in the world, also all these different political subjects, many people were pushing everyone to speak, and they were pushing everyone to show that they were better than them. I've seen so much of the virtue signaling, and this is such
I think it's disgusting.
it's disgusting. Some people will just show everyone that they are better than others, even if in their lives they don't have no power to change the things, and they are just speaking out because they can.
And for example, when you have no profile picture and you say, I am a good person because I support this, this, and this, okay, I think it's great, but your skin is not in the game. When your face, when your life is exposed, you're taking much more risk. It's not virtue signaling anymore. We have to be very careful about it.
Like the anonymous people, usually they are the people who will talk more than everyone because they feel that they have no risk doing that. Many people that are online, they are public, they have a life, they have people, they have families, and they know that if they speak out about a subject, they will have some death threats, they will have some problems.
For example, I spoke out. I spoke out about a racist theory, about the great replacement, and I know that some people from my political side said, oh, what she said is not perfect, so it's not great. I'm
like you should stay silent. Yes, people didn't even try to talk about the subject, they didn't even take the risk. You took the risk, you get also harassed, and people were still telling you, even from your own side, that you were not perfect, so you shouldn't talk. So many people are just doing virtue signaling. Like when someone is speaking, they will say that it's not perfect. If you are not speaking about a subject, they will harass you because you are not speaking. And it's just people that don't take any risk in their life in this type of position that will say to other people who have some risk to speak more.
Like you can ask someone to speak if you have a minimum of skin in the game, you know, if you do something about it in your life. Other than that, it might be virtue signaling, and we can tell it. We can tell it.
Also, we put the celebrities on a pedestal, and sometimes on the same pedestal, like people will say that Taylor Swift should talk, should speak out, and I think that yes, because she has the power to do it without that much risk, because she's wealthy.
Yeah, she's a legend.
Sometimes people will like harass a young influencer because he's not speaking about an important political subject, but he's not. Sometimes he's 18, you know, he's 18, just making a little bit of money, working with his passion, and people will harass him because he should speak about that. And I think that we should not put all the celebrities on the pedestal, all on the same page. We are not the same. Many people that you follow on social media that are also like important and famous, sometimes they don't have that much money. They are also struggling, and not everyone is as wealthy as the others, and we should be nuanced on that also, and should not put everyone in the same basket, you know. Even with that, even with the problem that it can create, I think that we should talk and we should speak out. Like influencers have the right to do that.
Yeah, we not only have a right, we have a duty. Some influencers are very powerful. They are huge celebrity. They have power, and they can do something with that power. And I think they should use it for the greater good.
Like I know a friend we made a lot of videos about student life, and sometimes some political people, some ministers were trying to work with him to promote something or to do like a speech, and he was saying no because he was seeing that they were not acting for the student, they were just trying to have like a good image with him. And you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware that you have a power as an influencer, because you can change things, and you need to use this power wisely. If a brand is trying to work with you, sometimes the brand just want to have a good image with you, and they will use your image even if you are not aware of your image. And I think that many influencers that I know were not aware that they were famous or that they had some power. And we all need, if we are influencers and if we have content creation on social media, even with a small audience, we need to be aware that we have a power, and we should use it wisely. So if you want to speak out wisely, learn about the subject. Don't just talk to talk because you want to show your virtue. If you are influencers and watching this video, tell me in the comments if you feel good in this position, talking about important subjects. And if you are not influencer or you are not really creating content on social media, if you are a follower on this channel or in other channel, tell me your opinion in the comments. Should influencers have this right to speak? Should they use this right? What do you think about that? I think it's a good subject to debate about in this Spill the Frenchly video. And I was really happy to do it with you, Nirina. And if you want to learn more about the political context in France, if you speak French also or you want to learn French, you can watch Nirina's content on social media. And if you want to explore Paris and discover the French way of life, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. I post every single day So see you tomorrow.
Au revoir, à demain.